Hi. So last time I said I would bring back a wetsuit, and brought one back to cross this area. I made sure I came at the lowest tide. Unfortunately, that's not that much lower than it was yesterday. So this time I'll be able to make it across. Oh shoot, that is still cold in a wetsuit, but less cold. And I brought some water shoes, or like some things to go on my feet, so I don't have to worry as much about stepping on the sea urchins if I do, because that's always like pretty painful. It looks like all the bits that I had to swim through last time I'll still have to swim through again. But on the bright side, it should warm up now that I'm in a wetsuit. Should be a bit less cold. And oh, it's still pretty cold. Oh, it's because it's pretty well into winter, which means that the water is pretty cold. But yeah, still pretty cold. Not warmer. I thought it was gonna be better with the wetsuit, but yeah. All right. So now we're just climbing up here. I think there's a thing of climbing gloves. That'd be nice, because with the beach barnacles, climbing across these rocks hurts a bit. But yeah. All right, so we're back to where we were when I left off, at the middle of this cave where I knew I'd have to swim across. So time to go swimming. And a little bit of context around me and swimming. I hate it. Not hate it. I like to swim. I don't like swimming alone, and I don't like swimming at the beach, because I mean, that water goes deep, and I don't know how deep it goes. I don't know what's in it. And I need to stop talking because I'm psyching myself out. So I'm just gonna go for it and start swimming around. Oh shit, that's scary. All right. All right. All right, just gotta get in. This is the scariest shit I've ever done. Like, I'm like completely alone. So if something goes wrong, it goes wrong. But you know, I just gotta get in and go for it. Oh, shit, that is cold. And after I jumped in, I just remembered about jellyfish. So if manifesting is real, then I'm pretty screwed, because I think I've manifested the entire ocean on my head. Yeah. Oh shit. I just got onto this rock here, and looks like there's nothing but more swimming. Man, that is just my luck. But I say, since we made it this far, it'd be pretty pointless not to keep going. So we're gonna keep swimming. But you can also probably tell by my facial expressions that this is scary as hell. Like, I grew up in the city. I did a little bit of going to the beach, but there's usually been people there. Oh, look at that. We found another beach. Oh, nice. That's pretty sick. But yeah, definitely overestimated how cold that would be, or underestimated. But this is pretty sick. Found another beach. All right, let's carry on. But yeah, and it looks like around the side around here looks very climbable, which is my personal preference over swimming, especially in the cold water. Yeah. There's a beautiful cliff face over there. Little cove. Clearly not many people go around here very much because looks like there's no path down. So it seems only accessible by sea, which is pretty cool. But I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be to climb one-handed, but we'll see. And especially around doing this again to make it around the whole island, I definitely rather it be a commitment to getting around the whole island so I don't have to do that part again. So we're gonna see how far we can make it. In the next 10 minutes, the tide should be fully out. It's a little cave in here. I don't think that leads anywhere though. We're gonna go around here. That's pretty cool. I think it's really deep, and I'd say even worse than the ocean is swimming through those little pathways there. Like I would much rather just swim around through the ocean instead of swim through those tiny pathways. And I'd say since I'm closer to the rocks, I'm definitely less worried about jellyfish and more about seals, because there has been known to be seal colonies around here, and I would definitely, ideally, preferably not want to be jumped by a pack of seals. Then again, I don't really know how seals operate, so I don't know if that's how they do things, but you know, nature is dangerous and you don't want to underestimate it or you get slimed. All right. Found another rock I can stand on. I hope the mic isn't too blurry now that I got it in the water. Yeah, I keep cutting myself on all the oysters along the rocks. But there's another little cove in here. That's pretty cool. Definitely think gloves are a good idea because these little sharp bits on the oysters, man, those are sharp. It looks like a beautiful little alcove here. And that's what we like to see. That looks 100% more climbable than the other bits we've gone. Then again, that bit I just swam through looked climbable, and I couldn't climb that, but we'll see about here. Definitely one of the hardest parts, I think, about making it around the entire island would be the tide going in, and even not knowing the terrain would be a real pain. But we'll see. Just keep going. All right. Looks like another part here I would have to swim, but I think I've made good progress for this video, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty doable, so I'll have to do another video. But yeah, thanks for watching. I might be able to jump in over here just for the ending, and yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Oh, that was cold. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys later.